Hello, we are Ariel Auman and Evan Williams, and we did the 2017 Kings River flooding in California. The weather before the flood included temperatures that were above 100 degrees, exceeding average temperatures. This melted California's Sierra Nevada historic snowpack, creating much more water than usual. This water naturally ran off into reservoirs, lakes, and rivers. This feature is most definitely seasonal because of how hot the temperatures were. It was not driven by precipitation/wind and sea, but definitely was driven by snowmelt. Flooding in this part of California does not have a high frequency, so it was unexpected. The Kings River flood occurred after the levees on a golf course broke. The first one broke around hole 18, causing some flooding to occur. An hour later, the levee on hole 17 busted open, flooding the entire golf course under 10 feet of water and parts of the country club. This all took place in Fresno and Minkler, Reedley, Kingsburg, and Grangeville were all impacted as well. Climate change is the real cause behind this flood, and this could be due to anthropogenic factors such as excess CO2 emissions.
As for the economic impacts of the flooding displaced 90 homes and approximately 300 people were affected by this. Along with that, it damaged 18 RVs and overflooded several wine farms. This estimated cost was around $1.5 million in damage, and it caused scientists to try and find a better way for predicting flooding and interpreting all aspects of the life in the area. In this case of flooding, the fire department took boats out onto the flooded rivers in attempts to place sandbags down at the flooded locations. This was an attempt to stop the flooding before it could damage houses in a nearby neighborhood. Many members of the club volunteered their boats to help get the sandbags across the water. These efforts contained the flood, and it ended up only damaging around 90 homes, which was manageable. The Pine Flat Dam, which was controlled by the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, controlled the flooding released into the Kings River. They made several reductions in order to control the flooding. Today, the Pine Flat Dam is still in use, and extra precautions are taken in order to be prepared for impending floods. These are our references.